So yesterday on Facebook and my Twitter, this was what I wrote. I understand why you do it, but can people please stop leaving the Labour Party over disgust with either the right wing or the mistakes of a lot of the left? Can we collectively change Labour from within and make a plan amongst each other? Now, some of you watching this might not even understand politics in the same way as I do, or look at it in the same way as I do. Or maybe you do, but you take an entirely different approach. But the point of this post was that recently Labour has actually really been so bad with Keir Starmer as leader that it's just made people so demoralised because, for its history and as a party, it was supposed to be set up to be, a workers' party. It was supposed to be set up by the trade unions and for the workers. But realistically, that's not what it actually is. It's a bourgeois workers' party, which means it's run by the working class, but it's for the interests of the upper class. And the philosophy behind actual revolutionary socialists being involved is to turn it into something else and change it from within. And realistically, that won't happen if we just leave it, because that's a bit like somebody burgling your house and leaving it in a complete mess, and you decide, oh, I don't want to live here anymore, fuck it, rather than actually call the police, get the rubber out and fix it up. I mean, I know it's not the same thing, but it's kind of a comparison. But, when I say I understand why you do it, I literally mean that. And when I wrote that on Facebook, the debate actually went down really well. I got a lot of people explaining why they left the Labour Party over disgust. And really, it's not all been for reasons that I completely agree with. Stuff to do with antisemitism, because me personally, I think that anti-Semitism is a real issue in the Labour Party, and it's not expulsions for supporting the Palestinians. It's expulsions for discrimination towards Jews. And obviously, I posted it because yesterday the EHRC report was released, and Jeremy Corbyn got suspended, which I thought was absolutely wrong. And a great friend of mine said online, which I cannot argue with, is today should be a day for fighting anti-Semitism and racism and analysing it and talking about it collectively and with no hostility amongst each other, not a day of taking sides and fractions. So yeah, and I can't help but agree with that. So of course, to conclude, the idea of changing Labour from within isn't the idea that we can do that, it's the idea that we should. I don't have any optimism. This is just principle. There could be a very tiny group of people willing to do this in the right way. And, that's better than nothing, and that can, it can work your way up. So if the entire issue probably doesn't interest you, but, parts of it do, like fighting anti-Semitism, support for Corbyn, or the opposite of support for Corbyn, whether we should stay in the Labour Party or leave it, whether you even support the Labour Party as it is, and also the fact that you get people like me who aren't in it because we support it, we're in it because we want to turn it into something else. We want to make the world a better place, and we're humanitarians. We want to end all discrimination and oppression. So, because this is obviously all, controversial, which is not a bad thing, I hope this actually opens up a discussion and we get some comments below saying literally what you honestly think. and not what somebody like me or anyone would want you to say. So, yeah, like video and I guess subscribe to the channel and comment saying what you honestly think.